Welcome to the Copper King Mine and Railroad. Today we're going to talk about the car dumpers that were out to the mills. So stay tuned. Car dumpers. We're going to talk about the car dumpers that they had out to the mills. But first we need to review some of the mine's history to bring us up to speed when the first car dumpers came to the mills. Two companies, Utah Copper, organized 1903 and Boston Consolidated Copper 1898 would start digging away on the same mountain at the same time in 1906. Both used the newly constructed Rio Grande Western low-grade line railroad to move the ore from the mountain to the mills, some 18 miles away. The mills were at the north end of the Ochre Mountains and the south shore of the Great Salt Lake. As we talked about in other videos, that railroad line could not keep up with the volume of ore coming out of the two mines. Neither company could run their respective mills at full capacity. One estimate says that they had to move around 12 million tons a year. Utah Copper will merge with Boston Consolidated March 1910, retaining the name Utah Copper. The Boston Consolidated Mill will change its name to Arthur Mill after the 21st president, Chester Alan Arthur. This picture shows the Magna Mill in the background and the Arthur Mill, well, back then the Boston Consolidated Mill, under construction. Note how close they were to each other. Dissatisfied with Rio Grande Western's railroad movement of ore, Utah Copper will build their own line to the mills, the Bingham and Garfield Railway. In the photo, that Bingham and Garfield Railway is to the left and Rio Grande Western's low-grade line is to the right. The startup on that B&G line was September 1911. Now here's a picture of that first ore train. Now with both Bingham and Garfield Railway and Rio Grande Western's low-grade line, now that stayed in operation until 1920, they were both moving ore. The mills could now run at full capacity. The new problem was getting the ore unloaded fast enough. With hard rock mining came large boulders. They would get stuck in bottom, center, or side bottom dump ore cars. Also, mining year-round, in the winter, the ore could get frozen in the ore cars. Wellman, Seaver, Morgan Company manufactured large material equipment. George Hewitt, a company executive, invented a car dumper. It was first used at the Great Lakes iron ore industry. In 1918, Wellman, Seaver, and Morgan installed a single car dumper at the Arthur Mill. It went online January 15, 1919. Here's a photo of that Arthur single car dumper. The Arthur Mill was originally equipped with a 10,000-ton steel ore bin, fed by bottom dump ore cars. Pictures show when they were building the trestle going in and out of that car dumper building. Inside the building would be the steel ore bin. Just some more photos of the Arthur Mill before that car dumper was installed. The Magna Mill had a 25,000-ton wooden ore bin fed by 3 tracks. They could dump by using center, bottom, or side bottom dumping ore cars. Early pictures of the Magna Mill with their large wooden ore bin. Note the number of tracks going into the building. In 1923, Wellman, Seaver, Morgan will install a twin car dumper at the Magna Mill. Here's some 1924 pictures of the car dumper and building at the Magna Mill. These car dumpers greatly increased the amount of ore moving into the mills. Magna's new twin car dumper was capable of dumping 720 cars a day. That's 48,000 tons. During the war year, 1943, the Arthur single car dumper set a record, dumping 633 cars in 24 hours. So let's look at some of these great pictures of these car dumpers. When the Bonneville crusher went into service in the mid-1960s, it had a large double-car dumper. Here's some pictures of that new Bonneville car dumper. Here's a film clip from Desert Rio Grande Western's promotional movie, Desert Empire, showing the car dumpers at work.